Hello everyone, thank you for having me. My journey started last year heading towards running for Congress, and it didn't start when the election went the way it did. It started after Congress went into session and started dramatically increasing the spending. And what they're doing, they are adding to the deficit, and they're driving us to the fast train to bankruptcy. And that is what put the fear of God into me. For 2 months, I didn't know what to do. Like everybody else, I'm on a bus tour of the 5th District, and people are scared. I was the same way for 2 months. I felt like I didn't have any control over it. It was the day the Democrats shut off the lights to the House and said no more discussion. And I thought, where are our representatives? Where are our Republican representatives? Had I been in that House, I would have grabbed a desk, a chair, dragged it out to the front of that building, and said, no more, I'm not leaving here until you turn those lights back on. But not a peep. Virgil Good told me that, and this was recently, one of the major hurdles I faced going to Washington is not the Democrats, but the Republicans, because they refuse to cut. This is the major problem, folks. First, term limits. People say term limits, it's up to the nation to decide who stays in and who stays out. And I ask you this, how's it working for you? I'm limiting myself to 4 years. Why? I have a specific agenda. If I can't get it done in 4 years, I have no business being there. 2, power corrupts. I got to get out after 4 years and get back to my life. I'm not going to take any salary or benefits. We lead by example. The country is in crisis, and we will all have to sacrifice. $1.25 billion a day in interest payments. Next year, $14 trillion in debt. When interest rates double, we will be paying upwards of $1 trillion a year in interest payments to foreign powers. This is unsustainable. It cannot continue. My first step, in 4 years, I want to see the federal government cut by 50%. People say it can't be done. I'll tell you how to get it done, and it's real easy. It's called state sovereignty. It's called the U.S. Constitution. Give me 434 other people who understand and comprehend this document, and it won't take us years to turn around. It'll take months to turn this around. I want to see a balanced budget amendment. We'll put a cap on them. We'll stop them from spending. If they can't figure it out, we will. Look, folks, I got where I'm self-made. I got where I've got by one simple rule: you spend less than you take in. And it's called building, not borrowing. I've got a balanced budget document. In fact, if I had control of the budget next year, I will tell you specifically what I would do to balance the budget next year. It's a temporary fix, but what we need to do is institute the fair tax. I absolutely see that as the only thing that will turn this country around. It does everything. Reduces the size of government, takes control away from Congress. Jobs will flood back into this country when we remove corporate taxes. You let people like to tax corporations because they're evil. Well, guess what? Guess who pays? We do, the end consumer pay. So one way or another, we're paying, folks. We got to get rid of it. Obamacare. This one's a real easy one. Repeal it in total. There's not a darn thing in that I'm interested in. Illegal immigration. I'll tell you, these are all common sense solutions, folks. We just got people to go that have the nerve to get things done. Illegal immigration, real easy. Put me down the border, I'm a builder, I'll get the wall put up ahead of schedule, below budget. We find indoor jail anybody giving them a job or a place to live. If they don't have either, they're going home. A third of the occupants in our jails are illegal aliens. Put them on a train, put them in a bus, send them home, let their countries deal with them. Energy, drill in my backyard. I hope you find oil, I can use the money. Nuclear, go, go, go. 35 years without doing a nuclear power plant, and we were the ones who innovated energy, the nuclear. Last but not least, national security. What are we doing, apologizing to people for being the leader of the free world? What is going on? And then the other one is, we're trying our military for punching, allegedly, a terrorist. Not on my watch. We're going to Norfolk tomorrow to support that man. I hope many of you can go with us. Thank you.